Good evening, ma'am. I am the first reporter of Group 4. Now I will discuss about the tourism and hospitality network and supply components. Learning objectives. At the end of this chapter, you shall be able to discuss the direct and indirect components of the tourism and hospitality network. Explain the tourism and hospitality supply components. Compare the different types of tourist accommodation. Enumerate and describe the classification of hotels and be acquainted with the basic standard requirements of restaurant. Tourism and hospitality supply components are divided into 5 categories. First, natural resources. Include elements in an area for the use and enjoyment of visitors such as climate and landforms, terrain, flora, fauna, bodies of water, beaches, natural beauty, and water supply for drinking, sanitation, and similar uses. So for natural resources, elements like climate change, landforms, and bodies of water that enhance visitor enjoyment. Direct providers include businesses that are associated with travel, such as airline, hotels, restaurants, from transportation, travel agencies, retail shops. These businesses provide services, activities, and products that are consumed and or purchased directly by travelers. They represent the sector of the industry that are visible to the traveler. The last one is developmental organization. This include planners, government agencies, financial institutions, real estate developers, and educational and vocational training institutions. Each organization deals with tourism and hospitality development.
Infrastructure. It consists all the underground and surface developmental construction of a region, which is made up of water, communication networks, healthcare facilities, transportation terminals, power sources, sewage or drainage areas, street and highways, and security system. First, example of infrastructure. Water sufficient First is water sufficient quantity of pure is essential. Syempre ang water sa tungkuan is importante na kaayo sa atong life cycle anya. Ug dili walay water is dili ta mabuhi, ba? Sa hospitality industry is ang water is importante kaayo. Like pag hand washing, kailangan nato mag hand washing gamit ang water, di ba? Next is food preparation. Kailangan nato og water. Dapat ang water jud is importante sa atong industry. Next is power or power sources. The important things to consider are that adequate supply of power is available to meet peak load requirements, that continuity of service is assumed. Ang power pool is ikaduhang na importante sa tungkuan kay sa pagkakaron is na palibutan natag mga technology like sa atong gamit sa atong kitchen like blender, microwave ug unsa pa dira. Number 3 is communication. Communication is necessary that the telephone and other telegraph service is available. Syempre ang communication is importante pud kaayo kay dili na to makuan dili na to mabuhat og walay communication para sa nang atong kuan is lagyo. Kailangan jud nato og phone para maka-communicate dito sa atong kuanan, sa atong tawagan, atong importante na mga kuan. Next is number 4 is sewage or drainage. Sewer demands often plan at 90%, although water storage, reservoir, and sewage design on the basis of average demand design on the basis of maximum peak demand. Sewage and drainage is kita na mo mga manhole sa mga kalsada, mo na ang mga drainage. Like ug magpataka tag labig basura maka-cause siya og baha. Kay mora man ay lutsanan sa atong mga tubig gikan sa atong balay, gikan sa ulan ug once na tapok-an na og kuan mabara, mo jud maka-cause siya baha. Makakuan sa atong kuan kay pag naibaha is dili kaagi ang mga sakyanan para sa nang ulain aganan kana ra jud nga lugar. Sunod dili na ta magpataka og labay basura para dili kuan atong drainage para dili magbaha atong kuan. Next is healthcare. The type of healthcare facilities provided will depend on the number of visitors expected, their ages, the type of activities in which they will engage, and local geographical factor. Siyempre, pag kuan na mga healthcare dito sa para sa mga barangays, na mga center dira naga-provide po na siya basing ginagmay lang nga mga tambal, naga-provide po na sila sa mga dagko na mga kuan like mga clinic na nasa mga dagkong lugar. Mo siya ang mga kuan sa healthcare. Next, street and highways. The availability of first class greatly to the accessibility of a region. The following are certain ways to make the use of highways more interesting to tourists. Sa pagkakaroon ang Davao City is nanatay mga coastal road, bypass road, mga shortcut na mga kuan para dali ra siya maatuan sa asa man ta mga ato na lugar like adto taog kuan na bypass road dira sa may Ulas na po tayo mga coastal road padung inana para makadali lang ta makaadto sa kuan atong adtuan. Next is transportation and terminals. The following are the problem in terminal facilities and underground transportation, including the air, bus, or rail. Ang transportation is ang any problem sa transportation is kanang madili atong mga kuan is imbis kuan tungod sa mga bagyo na mga unsa ba na dili na to maibalan nagadili. Ang railway is ongoing pa kay na-stop ang budget mo to. Ang mo na mga kuan sa tong kuano sa transportation ang problem lang dito nito is bagyo kay kaso ma-delay atong mga flight unsa ba atong mga adtuan. Next is the last is security. It necessary the basic need for security and safety be considered and assumed to make the potential tourists feel secure before and during the vacation. Security ni education no para sa atong mga kuan kay mga sa atong diri sa atong kuan kay kung ang mga turista is dili siya kuan kanang comfortable sa ilang kuan ug mahadlok siya dapat na tay security sa basig asa man ta maato like kanang sa mga tourist mga tourist spot dapat na siya security para safe atong mga foreign people and mga tourist. Dapat secure sila sa paggikan nila o paghawa nila sa area. Next is hospitality resource. It can be improved by training tourism and hospitality personnel to be hospitable, to encourage positive feelings toward tourism and hospitality and tourists by the general public. Ang hospitality resources no nadira ang human resource. Sa human resource nada pod ang staffing. Syempre nadyo tay mga staff pag kuan na ta og mga like mga nagtukod ta og business like mga sa hotels natin mga staff mga employee mo na nya sa human resource na pod ang training and development. Syempre dapat kabalo ta mag-train og mga kuan para sila na po kuan pod ilang trabaho, ma-improve pod ilang trabaho. Syempre next ay employee benefits. Syempre importante kay ano basig asa man ta moadto basig sa trabaho na ma-aksidente na sila benepisyo madawat. Next is financial resource. Nadira ang capital investment. Syempre na magkapital jud ta magkuan jud ta og capital para magtukod og bagong negosyo. Next is operational budgeting. Syempre. Third is physical resources. Facilities, furniture and equipment, technology and infrastructure. Next is supply and inventory. Food and beverage supplies, housekeeping supplies, and maintenance supplies. Nadira ang sa supplies and inventory. Wala lang na siya na kuan guys kay taas na kay among PPT. Wala na nako na kuan akon lang gibasa. Next is marketing and sales. Nadira ang branding and advertising, mga familiar naman kini sa inyo ha. Sales strategies. Syempre sa magkuan ka og kuan kuan yun na kay ng marketing strat. And customer relationship and manager or CRM. Syempre importante kaning natay relasyon sa atong customer no kay taas ka og ihi ug taas pud og ihi kaysa may mudaog nyo di ba wala mo nang magpakumbaba jud ta as a employee as a business owners. Kita jud ta ginatawag nila customer is always right, tapat na tana. Next is technology resource. Nandiyan ang booking system. Syempre magkwanta og mga para sa mga tourist spot, para sa mga beaches, resorts. Nandiyan tayo mga booking system no. Na communication, syempre nandiyan tayo kauban mo na sa mga unsaon ni pag-book o walay communication. Next is regulatory and compliance. Nadiha atong pag magtukod ta og business is nadyo ang license and permits, health and safety standards, nadyo ta mga kuandra pwesa na sa restaurant natay mga 5S, 4A's kailangan jud na, and sustainability practices. Dapat na jud ta na especially hospitality resources are essential for the effective functioning of the industry. They encompass human, physical, financial, technological assets that work together to deliver exceptional guest experience, maintain operational efficiency, and drive business success. Kuan jud kayo og kuan natay hospitality resource. Ang importante jud kaayo kay ug dili na to ni mabuhat tanan is ma-failure atong business pag mukuan ta dapat buhaton na ta para ma-success atong business. Next is hospitality training to enable service providers to render hospitable services. It necessary to change their presence or behavior. This change of behavior is brought about by a change in attitude and knowledge, an increase in the level of knowledge. There are three aspects of attitude. First is attitude toward self. If in a individual self-esteem or attitude toward self is low, that the individual will tend to behave in such as way the feedback from other will confirm the low opinion of himself. Siyempre kuan jud ta dili ta nang dili ta kabalo maghalubilo, dapat ay nanay na kuan dapat ipagawas na to atong gibati sa isigat tao para dili siya makuan. Next is attitude toward others. The second aspect is the attitude toward others. Service providers should be assisted in developing positive feelings toward fellow employees and tourists that will result in positive behavior toward the tourist. Siyempre, kabalo ta mo halubilo og mga tao pud sa lain, dili lang kasi mong pamilya sa laing mga makig-socialize ana para sa namong sa atong industry need na kay nato na kay dili ta kabalo mo approach og tao wala dili kon mo nay feedback maabot sa tuwa, di ba? Ang feedback maabot sa mga staff dito dili man kabalo mo kan dapat magkuan ta dili ta kuan dapat approachable ta permente and respect others. Next is attitude toward the tourism and hospitality industry. A positive attitude as service providers toward tourists can be brought about only when employees are made aware of how important tourism and hospitality is to their country, city, and community. Siyempre, sa atong industry is need kinatong positive attitude. Need kinato the important because is essential for success in the tourism and hospitality industry. A positive attitude can benefit co-workers, businesses, communities, and the entire industry. Siyempre, maka-benefit yun sa mga para sa itong mag-approach sa mga customers, mga tourists, mga foreign people. Dapat makakuan yun na siya. Makatabang yun na sa toa.
Morning everyone, I am Alea A. Zamora and today we will talk about how important transportation and accommodations are in tourism and hospitality. First, we'll explain why they matter and then we will share our real-life examples to show how they affect the tourist experience. We have here on the screen the transportation. Transportation is how people, goods, or animals move from one place to another using cars, buses, trains, planes, or even boats. It helps connect places and make travel easier and faster. Importance of transportation. There are four importance of transportation. We have the accessibility, convenience, experience enhancement, and economic impact. Accessibility is a transportation connects tourists to their chosen destinations and attractions. Like for example, kung walang madaling biyahe papuntang Boracay or ferry boat na papuntang Corregidor Island, ay baka hindi bisitahin o hindi gaano pinupuntahan ng mga turista kahit maganda pa ang lugar na ito. The second is convenience. Convenience provided by making travel smooth and hassle-free. For example, having reliable taxis or airport shuttles ensures na hindi mahihirapan ang mga turista na makarating sa kanilang mga hotel. The third one is experience enhancement. Beyond just getting from one point to another, transportation enhances the overall travel experience, contributing to a tourist enjoyment. For example, in the Philippines, is the Philippine National Railway or PNR Bicol Express. The scenic travel rides takes passenger from Manila to Bicol, offering beautiful views of rural areas, rivers, and mountains along the way. It not only provides convenience, but also gives the tourist a chance to enjoy the natural beauty of the Philippines and the unique and relaxed setting. The last one is economic impact. Transportation impacts economy by influencing how much tourists spend and encouraging growth and related industry. For example, when an international airport is built in a region, it increases the number of visitors and creates job opportunities which help boost the local economy. Let's proceed to land travel options. Land travel includes several options, each with specific features. For taxis and limousines, tourists experience clean vehicle and courteous driver who can provide directions and speak basic foreign language. For example, in Tokyo's taxi services. Taxis in Tokyo are known for their cleanliness, punctuality, and the polite nature of their drivers. Many drivers can communicate in basic English and are willing to help tourists with directions. Kaya't isa itong komportable at reliable na option para mag-navigate city. Para naman sa mga naghahanap ng luxurious experience, madalas ang mga turista ang nagpipili ng limousine services na nagbibigay ng extra comfort at convenience, lalo na kapag pumupunta o galing ng airport. Buses are also popular because they offer comfort, guided tours, and multilingual services for international tourists. For example, there are buses in London or Rome, allows tourists to explore popular landmarks in comfort with audio guides and multiple languages. Air travel considerations. Air travel is another important part. Staff members at airports help tourists manage their luggage efficiently. For example, at international airport like Singapore's Changi, there are staff members who assist travelers with heavy bags or with special needs. Airport facilities like air-conditioned lodges and sitting areas ensure comfort while waiting. In Dubai's International Airport, travelers can enjoy luxurious lodges with free Wi-Fi, comfortable setting, and even showers for relaxation. Clear flight information and helpful staff are essential for smooth travels, especially for international tourists. In airports like Heathrow in London, clear signage and friendly staff help tourists navigate smoothly to their next gate. Sea travel experiences. Sea travel, especially cruises, has grown in popularity for its luxurious experience. For example, the Manila Bay Sunset Cruise offers a beautiful sunset view, while the Rhine River Cruises takes tourists through scenic villages and historic castles in Europe. Cruises are often called floating resorts. Why? Because they provide a complete vacation experience on board. The Royal Caribbean's Symphony of the Sea is a great example. offering everything from pools and spas to fine dining and entertainment. Accommodation. Accommodation is a place where travelers stays, like hostels, hotel, resort, or even campgrounds. It provides shelter and basic services. Iba-iba ang accommodation options para sa mga turista. Tulad ng mga mamahaling hotels o mga murang campgrounds. Halimbawa, ang luxurious traveler ay mas pipili ng 5-star hotels, habang ang mga budget-friendly travelers naman ay pipili ng hotels o campgrounds. Mahalaga na ang isang destinasyon ay may sapat at magandang kalidad ng akomodasyon para matugunan ang pangangailangan ng lahat ng mga klaseng turista mula sa mataas hanggang sa mababang budget. Accommodation planning. Why is accommodation planning is important? Accommodation planning is important because it ensures that the tourists have comfortable, convenient, and sustainable places to stay, which enhances their overall experience. Proper planning helps meet the diverse needs of travelers, whether they are business professionals, leisure tourists, or eco-conscious visitors. To create a successful tourism industry, carefully planning is required. Consider the environment and infrastructure of the destination. For example, a remote island like Palawan needs proper ferry connections and eco-friendly accommodations para mapanatili ang natural at magandang lugar nito while catering the tourists. Analyze the expected travel patterns and market preferences. Sa lugar tulad ng New York, kung saan marami ang business travelers, ay kailangan ng mga hotels na magbibigay serbisyo para sa professional tulad ng conference facilities at business services. Dapat nilang siguraduhin na may mga lugar na pwedeng gamitin para sa mga meetings o events, pati na rin sa mga amenities na makakatulong sa trabaho ng mga bisitas, tulad ng mabilis na internet at fax services. Ang mga ganitong serbisyo ay nakakatulong para maging komportable at mas madali ang trabaho ng mga business travelers habang naglalakbay. Allied transportation and accommodation types of suits needs. For example, sa mga beach resorts, madalas may mga shuttle services na nagdadala ng mga turista mula sa hotel papunta sa beach para sa mas maginhawang pagbabiyahe. Invest in quality services and infrastructure to ensure success. Like the Marriott, invest in the world-class amenities, making sure that guests enjoy comfort and luxury during their stay.
Good day, ma'am. My report is all about type of accommodation, hotel classification, food and beverage, and restaurant. The first one is type of accommodation. When planning accommodation, factors such as environment, target market, transportation mode, and activities at the destination influence the type of accommodation provided. Let's tackle about the type of accommodation. The first one is hotel. Hotel offers lodging, meals, and service for the modern travelers with or without prior reservations, focusing on efficiency and service. Hotel offer a complete service for the travelers. The second one is condominiums. Condominium is individually owned unit managed by the independent companies, often rented out when not in use by the owners. The third one is motel. Motels provide rooms, bath, and parking. Typically near highways with direct room access in the parking area. The fourth one is inns, basic lodging for transient that don't meet hotel standard. The fifth one is apartment or apartels, furnished or semi-furnished long-term accommodation similar to hotel often leased to tourists. The sixth one is Paradors. Historic building, example is Monastery Castle, converted into hotel offering cultural experiences and full meal plans primarily in Spain and Ireland. The seventh one is pension. Pension is family operated accommodation with a home-like atmosphere offering food and lodging. The eighth one is bed and breakfast or B&BS. Provide a room, bath, and breakfast popular in Britain, Ireland, and the USA. The ninth one is hostel. Budget accommodation with minimal amenities, shared facilities, and appeal to young travelers. The 10th one is camping ground, cater to families traveling in RVs. The 11th one is health spas, resort focus in health treatment or weight loss. The 12th one is private homes, temporary lodging during peak tourist period when standard accommodation are unavailable. The second topic is hotel classification. Hotel classification can be classified in various ways by location. Example is city, center, suburban, airport, highways, and resort. By the type of guest, example commercial, convention, and resort. Or by price categories. Example is economy, budget, standard, mild scale, first class, and deluxe. Price-based classification is considered the most meaningful. Let's tackle about the type hotel classification. The standard rating system is commonly used in Europe and other regions outside the US to classify hotel based on factors such as restaurant quality, room standard, amenities, and service. Rating range from 1 star lowest and a 5-star highest. Other classification terms include deluxe, first class, standard, and economy. The first is 1 star. One star means is basic accommodation with minimal amenities and service. The 2-star is simple, budget-friendly, and hotel with limited service. The 3-star is mid-range hotel offering moderate comfort, service, and amenities. The 4th star is high-quality hotel with premium amenities, better service, and enhanced comfort. The 5-star means luxurious hotel with top-tier amenities, exceptional service, and superior comfort. My third topic is food and beverage. Tourists spend more on food and beverage than any service. Top tourist destination often lead in per capita food sales. Food service cater tourist needs with many destinations promoting local cuisine to support the local economy. Our topic is restaurant. Some of the basic standard requirements for restaurant are the following. The first is the building should have well-designed facade and architectural feature with proper entrance and exit. It must include free and secured parking for the customer, a receptionist to welcome a guest, and a waiting lunch equipped with a telephone. And the second one is the dining. Dining room shall be adequate in size with sufficient and well-maintained furniture. The third one is the cuisine should be of high quality and well presented. The menu should be clean, presentable, and easy to read with item list locally. All tables must have clean and high quality tablecloth and napkin, and no crockery, cutlery, and tableware should be damaged. Silverware must always be polished and clean. The fourth one is sufficient number of well-trained, efficient, and courteous staff should be employed. The bar must be well stocked, and the kitchen, pantry, and cold storage should be in good working condition with quality fixtures, fitting, and running water, tissue paper, soap, paper towels, and or hand dryers should be available. All main dining or function room must be fully air conditioned or well ventilated.